Good afternoon, everyone. Let us start this session. During the last session, we have seen the projection of prism and projection of pyramid, where the solid is inclined to both the planes HP and VP. Okay. So in this session, we will see the projection of the cone, where the axis of the cone will be inclined to HP and VP. So the first case that we will discuss, cone resting on the horizontal plane. So this is the problem statement. So the condition given here is a cone having the base diameter 40 mm and axis height 65 mm is resting on a point of the base, that is a base circle, on the HP with its axis inclined at 45 degree to the HP and the axis is inclined to VP at 30 degree. Draw the projection when the apex is nearer to the observer. So when you solve the problem on the solids, the first step, you should identify whether the given solid is resting on the HP or VP. Okay, so here it is given, the given cone is resting on one of the point of the base circle on the HP. That means given solid is resting on the HP. So here you can observe the position of that cone in first, second, and the third stage. So in the first stage, we will assume the complete solid is resting on its base on the HP. So this is the first stage. So in the first stage, assume the complete cone is resting on the HP on its base, where this axis is perpendicular to the horizontal plane and parallel to the vertical plane. Okay, so this is your first stage. In the second stage, just observe the inclination of the axis with respect to the horizontal plane. So here in the problem, it is given the axis of that cone is inclined at 45 degree to the HP. So in the second stage, we have to rotate the first stage front view at an angle 45 degree. Okay, so here the axis, it will be inclined with the horizontal plane at 45 degree. So the first stage front view and the second stage front view, okay, both are having the same dimensions, only their orientation is different. Okay, so once you rotate the first stage front view at 45 degree for the second stage front view, take the projection in the top view and complete the top view. So this is your second stage. So you can observe in a 3 dimension the exact position of the cone in the second stage. And for the third stage, just observe the inclination with the vertical plane. So the axis is again inclined to the vertical plane at 30 degree. So here, both the inclination for the axis, they are given as a true inclination. Okay, that is inclination with the HP and inclination with the VP. In the last stage, that is the third stage, we have to find out the apparent inclination. And for that, we have to use the concept of the projection of line. Okay, so for the last stage, the second stage top view and the third stage top view, they both are same. Just we have to rotate the second stage top view with the angle which is corresponding to 30 degree. It is not exactly 30 degree. So we have to find out that apparent angle. Okay, and then take the projection and complete the front view. So your sequence, first draw the top view in the first stage. So this is your first step. So if you observe from the top direction, for this cone, its top view will be a circle. Then take the projection, draw the axis line, and you can mark the given height. So axis height, it is equal to 65 mm. Okay, so its front view, it will be a triangle. So this is your second step. for the second stage, you will start from the front view, because this front view in the first stage and the front view in the second stage both are same. So just incline this. So you can draw one line. So this is the axis line at an angle 45 degree. Then this is the baseline. So this line, okay, and then complete the front view as it is. So this is the third step in the second stage. Take the projection. So now in the second stage top view, we will not observe the circle, but instead of circle, we will observe one ellipse. So to find out the exact shape for that ellipse, we have to divide this circle into 8 or 12 equal parts. So you can divide this into 8 equal parts, so that we will get some extra points on the circumference of that circle, and then project this point in the front view, and you can draw the generators. Okay, so these generators, they are the imaginary lines on the curved surface of that cone. So similarly, draw these generators in the second stage front view and take the projection from these extra generators. Okay, now take the projections from the first stage top view and then find out their intersection points. And then you can complete that ellipse. So your top view, it will look like this. Okay, so some part of the base circle, it will be hidden because it is away from the observer. So in the second step, this is the position of the observer. In the first step, this is the position for the observer. So you will start from the first stage top view, then this is the observer, then you will complete the front view. For the second stage, just rotate the front view at 45 degree. Then this is the position of observer. So this position is important to decide the visible part and the hidden part. Okay, so from the observer side, the edges or the sides which are nearer to the observer, they will be visible, and the remaining part, it will be hidden. So you can observe here, this portion of the base circle, it is hidden in the top view. Okay, so I have represented this by dotted line. So let us see how to draw this on a drawing paper. So in the first stage, as the given solid is resting on the horizontal plane, okay, so place the solid such that its base will be completely on the horizontal plane and axis will be perpendicular to the horizontal plane. So this is the first stage. So if you observe from the top direction, so you will observe as a circle, this is the top view for the cone, and its front view, so this is the front view, it will be a triangle. Okay, so you can observe here the axis of that solid. So this is the axis, it is exactly perpendicular to the horizontal plane in the first stage, and it is parallel to the vertical plane. Okay, now for the second stage, the front view is same. Okay, so it is having the same dimension, just we have to rotate this in a clockwise direction such that the axis will be at 45 degree with the horizontal plane. Okay, so just observe here how to rotate this. So this is how you should rotate the front view at 45 degree. So here the angle for this axis, it is at 45 degree. Okay, and remaining dimension, if you compare this with the first stage front view, So both the front view or dimensions, they are same. Now for the second stage, this is the front view. So you can observe the top view. Okay. So again, observe how the top view will change compared to the first stage. So this is the change in the top view once you rotate this at 45 degree. So there is one hidden part in this top view. So that hidden part, it is the circumference of that base circle. So you can observe here, this is the hidden part. Okay. And these lines, so these are the extreme generators in the top view. They are exactly tangent to this ellipse. So in the manual drafting, you should draw this line exactly tangent to this elliptical curve. Okay. And if you observe from the top direction, then instead of circle, this curve is elliptical in shape. Okay. And now for the third stage, you have to rotate this view so that axis will be inclined with the vertical plane at 30 degree. Okay. So just observe how to rotate that view. So this top view and this top view, they both are same. So this is the rotation for the third stage top view. Now here, there are two possibilities. One is you can rotate this in anti-clockwise direction like this, or you can rotate this top view in a clockwise direction. So how we can decide exact direction? So this direction, it is specified in the last sentence of the given problem. So that last sentence is, draw the projection when the apex is nearer to the observer. Okay. So apex is nearer to the observer. That means you should rotate this in a clockwise direction. Okay. And if the apex is away from the observer, then this is the correct direction. So right now the apex is nearer from the away from the observer. Because for the front view, this is the position of observer. Okay. So if you observe from the front direction, then this apex is away from the observer. So you can observe here change in the front view when we rotate the top view for the third stage. So when the apex is away from the observer, this base circle or the complete base of that cone is visible to the observer. Okay, when we rotate this in anti-clockwise direction or apex is away from the observer. Suppose you change the rotation. That means if you rotate this in a clockwise direction so that apex is nearer to the observer. So you can observe here the change. So if you want to make apex nearer to the observer, rotate this in this direction. So now apex is nearer to the observer. That means this is the position of observer. Okay. And if you observe from the front direction, then base is not visible to the observer. Okay. And therefore, there will be some part hidden in the final stage front view. So you can observe here, there is one hidden line. So this hidden line, it is nothing but the circumference of the base circle. Okay. So this is the actual condition given in the problem. Okay. So let us see how to draw this on a drawing paper. So I hope you have understood this, the first stage position, second stage, and in the third stage. So in the problem, just make one change. Draw the projection when this apex is away from the observer, because this diagram I have drawn when apex is away from the observer. Okay, so now see how to draw this. So you will start from the top view. So just observe this for reference. So in the first stage, axis is perpendicular to the horizontal plane, parallel to vertical plane, and complete base is resting on the horizontal plane. Okay, so if you observe this from the top view, you will observe a circle. So that is a base circle with the 40 mm diameter. So draw the circle having 40 mm diameter. Now take the projections on the vertical plane so that we can draw the front view. Okay, so I have taken the projections from the extreme points of that circle and one from the center point. Okay, so on this line we have to mark the height, that is equal to 65 mm. So this is the height, which is 65 mm. Now complete the front view. So front view, if you observe from the front direction, so front view will be a triangle. Now divide this circle into 12 or 8 equal parts. Now take the projections from these extra points and draw the generators. Okay. So this is your first stage. So for the first stage, this is the first step. This is your second step. This is third step. So this is your second stage. So for the first stage, this is the position of observer. Okay. First we will draw the top view. Then we will observe from this direction. And then we will complete the front view. Now for the second stage, this is the position of observer. So in the second stage, just rotate the first stage front view like this, so that the axis is inclined at 45 degree. Now take the projections from the second stage front view in the top view like this, and similarly take the projections from the first stage top view. Okay. Now find out the intersection points. So just give the names. So you can observe here, this is the projector, which is from point 1 dash, and observe the same projector from point 1. So this is the first intersection points. So this is the point 1. So similarly, identify the remaining points. Okay. And now observe from this direction. So this is the position of observer. So you should mention this position in your drawing. So for the first stage, this is the observer. For second stage, this is the observer. Okay. And for third stage, this is the position of observer. So now try to observe from this direction. Okay. So if you observe from this direction, then the portion of base circle, which is above the point 7 and 3, it will be visible from this direction. Okay. So this is the point 7 and this is the point 3. So this half part of that ellipse, it is visible from the top direction. So draw this as a continuous curve by continuous thick line. Now draw the extreme generators. So here extreme generators which are visible from the top direction, they are O-7- and O-3-. Okay. So draw this generator as a continuous thick line, that is visible line. And the part of that ellipse which is inside this visible lines, it must be hidden. Okay. So this complete portion, so this is the hidden part. Okay. And then for the third stage, you should rotate this second stage top view in anti-clockwise direction, because you can observe here the apex is away from the observer. Okay. So when apex is nearer to the observer, so this is the rotation when apex is nearer to the observer. Okay. And in the given problem, we should rotate this like this, where this apex is away from the observer. Okay. So that means rotate the second stage top view in anti-clockwise direction. First, find out the apparent inclination. Okay. So inclination 30° with the VP. This is the true inclination of the axis with respect to vertical plane. Okay. But true inclination, it is not visible in the actual front view. So the inclination, true inclination with the VP is not visible in the actual top view. Okay. So we have to find out the apparent inclination. So for that, first draw one line with the true inclination. So that inclination is 30°. Okay. So this is called as a phi inclination. Now on this line, just mark the true length of the axis. So if you observe the first stage front view or second stage front view, you can get directly the true length, that is equal to 65 mm. So on this line of true inclination, just mark the true length, which is 65 mm. So you can take this point as a point O1. Okay. Now fix any one point. So I will fix this point. Draw the project horizontal line from O1 point. So this will be the locus. Okay. Now fix this point. take the distance in your compass that is equal to the top view of the axis. So you can observe here, this O dash 7 dash, this is the true length of the axis, that is equal to 65 mm. Okay. Top view of the O dash 7 dash, select another point, take this as M. Okay. So top view will be OM. So take this distance in your compass, take this as a center and draw the arc on this locus line. So this line, it will give the apparent inclination which is visible in the actual top view. Okay. Now by taking this line as a reference, so you can extend this line on both the sides. So this inclination with the XY line, so this is the beta inclination, that is called as the apparent inclination, which is visible in the top view. Just extend that line and draw this second stage top view as it is on this line. Okay. And then complete the final stage front view. So I hope this is clear how to draw the third stage top view and third stage front view. Okay, so here you can observe, this is the first stage. So you have to draw the circle with the base diameter that is equal to 40 mm. Just take the projections and complete the first stage front view, that will be a triangle. Okay. Now to get the extra points so that we can draw the ellipse in the second stage top view, divide the circle into 8 equal parts. Okay, so in this way you can divide the circle into 8 equal parts. Now just take the projector. And draw these generators. Now for the second stage, you will rotate the first stage front view. So this axis line, it must be at 45 degree. So this angle is 45 degree with respect to the horizontal plane. And then complete the front view as it is compared to the first stage. Now take the projectors in the top view. Okay, so now we will need 2 extra points. So you can observe here. So this is the point corresponding to this generator. So you can take this distance by using compass and just mark this distance on this line. So right now it is 5.86. So similarly, take the projector from the top view. So you can give the names to these extra points, and then you can find out the intersections in the second stage top view. So this is your top view in the second stage. So when you draw this by on a drawing paper, just draw these two lines tangent to this curve. Okay. And for the third stage, we have to rotate the second stage top view, and we have to find out that apparent inclination. So first, draw one line at 30 degree. So this is the inclination given in the problem with respect to the vertical plane. So this is the true inclination. So on this 30 degree line, just mark the line with the true height